can Brunson continue to do this and show people? Everyone has called him out, not a superstar. The contract was absurd. What are the Knicks doing? I mean, they're right here.
Always follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
What's happened to this great city and sport? I mean, Harris and the guy from Fanatics, Ruben, have to come in and buy tickets so Knicks fans won't get them?
Can you believe that?
I mean, isn't this supposed to be a great sports town? I mean, the Knicks fan, I know the get-in price again was $650 for the last game in the Garden, but this is, you have to be that concerned and worried about Knicks fans taking over your arena again?
Well, I know. Here's the feedback that I got from people in and around that city. They said that on the secondary market, tickets were going for 5 times face. So people with season tickets were like, okay, but you can't do that now. You did it once.
Yes, right.
And now you have to look at what the team did in Game 5 to get that win. You have to look at yourself in the mirror today and say, I can't sell my ticket tonight. I got to go to the game.
No, good discussion. You can do it once or twice, and once you pay for your actual season tickets,
there you go.
That's fine. But this is why you have season tickets. This is it. Game 6, season on the line. Come on, you're playing the Knicks first time in 25 years, and this is how the brackets opened up. It's definitely possible you make the conference finals, even with all the injuries and what you've had to deal with. So that's absolutely right. But this, between the late start and this series, has been awesome. I mean, to think where every game's been close, the 76ers are +2 in the series, and then the emergence of Maxey and coming on that superstar level. Yeah, but what are you going to get from the others in the supporting cast? That's the big thing, because I know this. Well, I'm not going to get much out of Embiid in the fourth quarter, right? Between the injuries and what he's dealing with and the conditioning and the turnovers, if he sits, it's an unmitigated disaster. Can Brunson continue to do this and show people? Everyone has called him out, not a superstar. The contract was absurd. What are the Knicks doing? I mean, they're right here. So this has got all the makings here, and just a fantastic series, and the fact that we could even be looking at a 7-game series.
So what do you want to do with the pregame number now? Sixers down to 3. Some spots 3.5 on the game. Total is now below 200 in the game. I could not look at the over.
Really?
I couldn't do it. That last game played out like a dead under and then went to overtime again.
Yeah.
What do you think the fourth quarter is going to be like if it's tight? It's going to be 22 seconds off the shot clock on every possession, tight, grind it out, probably a miss, offensive rebound, reset the shot clock, and that's the way it's going to go. And that's the way the series has been, in my opinion, while watching the games. Also, I would like, before the tip tonight, I would like a little bit more than 3 with the Knicks. So the game plan, like we've talked about before in the series, could be the Sixers have been so good with these hot starts. My hope is they get out to a 10-point lead. I can grab a better number on the Knicks when Embiid goes to the bench. But that plan could be DOA if the Knicks are leading like 22-14 late first quarter.
Yep. Well, how many stink bombs we've talked, we just got over Harden. How many stink bombs has Philadelphia had in home playoff games and in big home playoff games with several no-shows from their key players, right? I mean, you couldn't even beat the Hawks that one year, and then the Simmons saga started. So something I mentioned earlier when the series started, the Knicks are the slowest team in the league. So that helps out Embiid so he can get a blow and get a rest too, or he doesn't have to work that hard.
Go up and down the court.
I think the Knicks would be better off pushing the ball here to wear him out. But that's how Tibbs does things, and it's worked out for him. But I don't know what Hart's going to do. I don't know what DiVincenzo's going to do. Bogdanovich is out for the year. That's a big blow. Can Hartenstein stay out of foul trouble? And then, okay, Harris had 17 points, $150 million contract. I should at least get that more than once a month. But Batum, Heel doesn't even play some of these. I don't know what the supporting cast is going to do, right?
No, you can't rely.
I would lean over because of this. You could get the scramble points late with the fouling situation and the season on the line, especially if the Knicks have the lead. But it's a tough game to handicap.
The only other guy that I can really rely on before a game starts, I think, is Kelly Oubre.
But he's sick.
But I'm also not. That's right.
And there's a lot of the points
not saying much.
Right. Yeah, it's true. And it was a bad job. I mean, that guy's been through a lot, right? Good line by him. I need a driver.
Yeah.
Gets in a car accident and he got hit on his bike about a month ago too, running
crazy
Philadelphia. So, but the Knicks lost him a couple times defensively and gave up some easy baskets. But then again, I think the Knicks are the better team, and they blew it. I know what happened in Game 2, and then it's just worse, right? Where they come out with a 2-minute report, and by the way, Maxey actually traveled before he got the 4-point play to add insult to injury.
Yeah.
So, but that's a lot of pressure on Maxey. He knows he has to go off and deliver because you don't know about Embiid, what he can give you, and then other than that, he's looking around and like, who else? Look, feel free to help and join in, right?
Embiid's points prop tonight is 30.5. Now, he had, 50 in one game of the series? Does he look like he's in shape right now to give you 50 tonight? Or more than 30.5 is the more important question here?
Yeah.
Maybe he could do it. Maybe he can go to the free throw line 27 times. And that would take care of it. That is possible.
Right.
For sure. How is Brunson going to get the others involved with the Knicks tonight? Because he's been a 40-point machine.
Should he?
Well, at some point, I want, if DiVincenzo's open or you have a McBride who's open, maybe it's okay to pass it once in a while so those guys can get a shot. It's not like Brunson's going to go 18 of 20 from the floor in this game. I love him. It was an unbelievable signing.
Yep.
Called him a rock star the other day. The whole team is, for that matter. But, it's not the worst thing in the world if other guy on that team gets a shot once in a while.
Yep. I think he has to set the tone, though, and playing like the superstar he is.
That will happen.
Yeah, that's why they were loving life early. He stunk, by his standards, shooting the ball the first 2 games, and they won because of Deuce and because of the game that Hart had as well. So, a game like this, you never know. Could be an unsung hero and what happens. Or Brunson puts him on his back and says, okay. The larger discussion and bigger picture is, how did the Celtics not come out of the East? When you look at, is Embiid still standing in the conference finals?